and welcome to Pre-Drinks with me, Anuska Cope. First up, we'll be talking about the massive fail at the Oscars ceremony where the wrong film was called out for Best Picture. Yep, that's right, Moonlight didn't quite get time in the spotlight when La La Land was called out by mistake. I'm here with our contest winner from last week, Molly Palmer, to see what she thinks. Hi Molly, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you.
Cool, so we'll start off with whether you think someone should have been fired for this accident.
No, not at all. I think it was just a mistake, and obviously if it's something so big as that and so widely publicised, they'd hopefully not do it again.
Yeah, no, for sure. And what do you say to those who think that, you know, it's just a mistake that anyone could have made?
Well, I totally agree with them. It is, I mean, anyone could do it if they were in that position, I think. And yeah, hopefully they'll just make sure, you know, brief everyone on exactly what to do and have someone check that they do it next time.
Yeah, no, definitely. And to what extent do you agree that any publicity is good publicity?
Well, certainly for Moonlight, they have got a lot more publicity out of this whole kind of fiasco going on than they would have done. I mean, it's kind of a shame the way it was actually brought about, but before La La Land did have a lot more publicity than Moonlight, so it is good, but it's still a shame.
Yeah, totally agree. Let's have a look and see what the public thinks.
I just think it was quite funny. I think someone down there at the Oscars place is definitely losing their job. I heard that it was a mess up because they had 2 envelopes with Emma Stone's name on them, and obviously it said Emma Stone in La La Land, and so they gave what's his name and what's her name the envelope with Emma Stone from La La Land in it. So he was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna say whatever. So I think it was quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know if anyone should sort of get thrown out or lose a job over it. It was quite a big deal though, because it's like you're nominated for one of the highest awards ever in film, and you get it wrong. So whoever gave them the wrong envelope, maybe speak to them. Maybe, I don't know, take an early retirement. That's probably a good way of putting it. It'd be nicer than being sacked. Let's put it that way.
Our next news topic for today is about the youngest person to ever win the lottery who now wants to sue the lotto for ruining her life. Yep, that's right. She thinks that having so much money ruined her teenage years, so she wants more money. Molly, what's your take on this?
I think it's a really ridiculous situation, to be honest. I think if you're going to do something like enter into the lottery, you should think about the circumstances, what you'd do if you did win, even though the idea may seem far-fetched at the time, or, you know, at least get some advice from a financial advisor or something like that.
Or parents or something,
yeah,
surely.
Exactly.
Let's have a look and see what you guys thought.
I think it's more she doesn't know how to handle money properly. Because she's trying to sue them now, isn't she? Which is just ridiculous. Suing for more money because money wrecked your life makes no sense whatsoever. I think it's just her own fault. She should have used the money better.
Suing someone for giving her lots of money in return, getting lots of money in return, yeah, that is a pretty dumb move to do. Just get on with your life, really.
It's just stupid, because if you've won the lottery and you've got all that money and you're that young as well when you get it, and then you decide to sue the lottery after you spent it, but you're basically asking for more money, is the long and short of it. So I think she's just being stupid at this rate.
And our final news topic is about the new driving law. So anyone found calling, texting or using an app while driving will face a £200 on-the-spot fine and 6 points from their licence from the 1st of March. Molly, what do you reckon about this law?
I think it's actually a really good law that's been implemented by our government, because I think that most young people do have a certain disregard for the law, and we don't exactly know what's good and bad for us yet. And, you know, I think with something so serious as driving, which can be really lethal, actions like this need to be taken. Like, your licence does need to be revoked if you can't be responsible. So I do think it's really good.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let's hear a little bit more about the law.
Recently, a new driving law was passed in the UK. Originally, new drivers before 2 years would have to obtain 6 points before their licence was taken away. However, with the new law, within the first 2 years, if you're caught even texting while driving, you'll have your licence taken away and you'll be forced to resit the test.
So, joining us now is the up-and-coming musician, James Stevenson. Now, James has been super busy, but he is here with us today to tell us about his music. We're very lucky. Hello, James.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. So, let's start off with how you got into music.
So it was when I was about 7 years old and I went into my first guitar shop and I saw this bright red guitar. It was perfect size for me and I just knew from that point on, yeah, I'm definitely going to do something with music. And as cringy as it sounds, I think that was the point I realised that music was for me, yeah.
Wow. So how long have you been doing this properly?
So guitar is 10 years plus, singing's 5 years plus, and musical theatre, acting 5 years plus.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
You must have built up quite a lot of musical inspirations over that time.
Yeah, definitely. From bands like the Kooks to artists like Paolo Nutini, really, that is my kind of taste, very indie vibe, like it.
Classic, love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now onto the meme of the week, and this week it's the Italian way of life that jokingly mocks the stereotypical Italian hand gestures. So here we have a few examples of this. So we got how Italians play the piano and how Italian people sing. Great, so finally it's on to our last and favourite topic of the night. Yep, you've guessed it. Where is Obama now? And this week he's been spotted jetting off to a luxury resort in the French Polynesia with his wonderful wife Michelle. We hope they have a great time. Right then, that's all from us. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a guest on the show and give us your opinion on what's happening in the world, then text pre-drinks to 007 007 and you might be the lucky one to get picked. So tune in next week for more news, music talk and funny stories. Playing us out tonight is James with a cover of So Sick. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Gotta change my answering machine now that I'm alone. 'Cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense, 'cause you walked out the door. But it's the only way I hear your voice anymore. And I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. So why can't I turn off the radio?